So NC, the man, they got to the wire for hand. Yeah, bro, the funny, he got gone on his side. He came for wire. So, you see, man, my friend là-bas. You see, man, my friend là-bas. Et c'est man, le même friend là-bas, il c'est man. Là-bas, là où lui, ouais. Là-bas, ouais, il c'est. Là ouais. Hey, on a bon. I want to see it. Who want to me? Telephone. I want to die. Cut the phone. You stupid. You are the phone. You stupid man. The phone here. Oh, I will die to the phone here. You all right. Là-bas, ouais. Là-bas. Hey, you see, man. The man from here. You see it? Là-bas, that way. Hey, man. The man from là-bas. You see it? You see? He's fighting. Là-bas, you. I turn.
The man doing you know.
Like turn. Like turn. Every time, yeah. I met turn.
Trying to block
I turn.
No evidence. Even the kids know what is going on is wrong.
I turn. It's man. Là-bas. Man. Yahweh. Man. I turn. Yahweh. I do that turn là-bas. Là-bas, go. Can I go? Let go. Là-bas. Go, yeah, Livé. Yahweh. I can't put the phone down.
She want to play the thing to be
for the wire. The man we're going on his side. He said he knew the wire. So we said when I give the wire. So you fighting Lapa for the wire. You also fighting the officer Lami Yama for the wire. Dude.
Cough you. You feeling hurting the man. Bloody the man. Let the man score. So this is the problem. This is the problem, right? Okay. The suspect is his name is Anzukroma. At least that is according to the report. And the guy who got brutalized, his name is Lampawa. At least that's the name everybody calling him. He's an L.E.C supervisor, right? Power theft supervisor, and they went to investigate a power theft claim in that particular compound, and they found out that it was true. And they tried to seize the wire that the perpetrators or the suspects used to start to bypass the L.E.C meter. And of course, you saw in the video, they started having that scuffle back and forth. And, the suspect started, to attack and assault Mr. Wah, over and over until you can see right now his skull is literally split open, right? So, this is very, very, it's embarrassing to say the least. You see the children in the video trying to block the camera view. Children, talking about 5, 9, 10-year-old children, they're trying to block the camera view. They know what their father or what their uncle or whosoever he is to them is doing. They know it's wrong. But they don't want for the camera to view it because they know the world will see it later. Even the other sister coming in later on saying that, but you can't put a phone down. And the brother who has the phone in hand saying that, no, I'm not putting the phone down. This is evidence. These people know what they are doing is wrong. Let's get to the legal source of this matter, right? Anzukroma is already behind bar according to the report. He has been arrested. He's in jail. There has to be some type of punishment, a fixed punishment set for people like that, right? I'm not saying that the L.E.C, they are doing their business, the perfect right way they're supposed to be doing it. I have problem with the way they're going without any law enforcement, agents with them, no Labrador National Police with them, and they just, how they call it, decide to take certain wire and, take it away. I have problem with that. I believe that everywhere they go, there should be at least 1 or 2 police officers with them so that they can place these people under, lawful arrest as they are being caught of committing a crime, right? Okay. With that being said, even if without any police officer, if an L.E.C officer or an L.E.C power theft supervisor come to your house, your building, your yard, and find out that yes, you have been stealing corn, and the person decide to disconnect you and take the wire away, why must you resort to brutality, fighting the person and punching the person? Anybody do that one, you have no ground standing on. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. But this thing is, they think that, yeah, I'll just going to jail 1 or 2 days, I'll be released. This is the problem. And as long as the Liberal government, the Liberal police keep on allowing this thing to happen, it will keep happening. This brother's life was in danger. They're saying that they may have a gun on his side. They say that people are saying that his brother is A.B. Kroma, the former LDA officer, whatever. So he was, related to the man. However, the guy have a gun or for whatever reason, or how did he get it? Nobody knows. But as a matter of fact, if that guy had lost it and used that gun, somebody would have been dead by now, right? There has to be some type of fixed punishment to this kind of thing. This guy cannot assault somebody like this and just go in jail for 1 or 2 days and then you'll release the person and come back in the street. He is a danger to society. This is a family head. Look at the way the children are behaving on the camera, trying to block the camera view. Is that how somebody's going to be raising people? And I know that this is how almost all our brain family are looking. A policeman come or law enforcement officer come and try to arrest somebody, all the family are in that yard. Instead of them understanding, trying to ask the police officer or the person that is trying to enforce the law a lawful question, they will say no. They will try to muscle their way to stop that their family member from getting arrested. And that is a crime. Small children, they're 10-year-old doing that kind of thing. Look at, you watch the video, you see the children trying to block the camera. And they see their father or whoever he is to them assaulting their brother over and over, punching the man until he cut the man's hair open. This is barbarism in broad daylight. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter what dialect you speak. We come back to that same rhetoric. And I always tell my law enforcement officers, the L.E.C supervisors, right, power theft officers, y'all stop using, I'm not saying that they use a rhetoric in a particular video. Y'all stop using a rhetoric like, oh, they're Muslim people or they're Mandingo people or Loma people. No, or how they call it, Fula people. It should not be about, no matter what happens. This is what exactly they're looking for. The moment you start using rhetoric like Mandingo people, Fula people, or Muslim people, now you start getting in your wrong. This is where you start getting in because you are literally telling the world that you are being discriminated because they speak in certain dialect or they're part of certain religion. That's all it is. Besides that one, you are doing your work perfectly. You are doing your work perfectly. And a police officer is supposed to be accommodating you guys. Everywhere you go, a police officer is supposed to be accommodating you guys. The things that are happening when it comes to back and forth is supposed to be between the citizen and the police officer. The power theft division is supposed to be, a crew that's just supposed to recognize a power theft. To see that their line is a whoever put the line here, the particular wire here, they're trying to steal current. Once you observe that one, once you come to that conclusion, the police is there to make the arrest so that everything can be lawful. This is a country where a lot of people, they are used to barbarism. They are used to hooliganism, where they can just get up and start using their face to get their way, use their muscle to get their way. Say we plenty here that we don't want here. Anything you say, we will not agree. Yeah, the other guy that day, the PCC officer was trying to, I don't know, I think they were trying to arrest him or get his keke. He started punching the guy over and over and over and punching the guy. People think that, yes, so long I can beat you, I will fire you. It doesn't matter what kind of uniform you're wearing. This is what this lunatic was doing in broad daylight. Fighting this fellow. Why? Because they make him and try to take your power, your stealing current away, your wire away. You beat him, until you move blood on him. Now you're in double trouble. First of all, that power theft. Second of all, that assault, bloody assault on somebody. If I am the guy, the wag fellow here, I'm suing you in a civil, court of law. The police will be doing their own thing. I'm going to do a civil lawsuit against you. Personal lawsuit against you. That's what I'm going to do. This is complete nonsense. This is complete nonsense. And you get the children and the woman in the video talking about, you can put the phone down, and the phone you worry about. Why are you worried about the phone? You said that you talking to the man to stop beating on the people's son. On the L.E.C officer, you telling the other man to put the phone down so that the crime the male community will not get recorded. He is already in jail, and we wish him nothing but always to face the full extent, the full weight of the law. Nothing less, and everything more. Yo, the guy should not be allowed outside in days or whatsoever. And like I said, there should be a fixed punishment time period for people who commit stupid crimes like this. I'm telling you, somebody that's stupid like that, you put them in jail for 6 months, for 1 year. When they come outside, they come outside as a changed person. But like people go commit crime, they feel like, oh yeah, they will put me outside. I know somebody. Somebody that can lose their mind like that and brutalize somebody until they cut their hair open. That person is supposed to be carrying gun. That person is supposed to be carrying gun. What kind of society are we living in? This is supposed to be a family head, right? He's supposed to be a family head. Where is his photo? All they are talking here, so I'm supposed to be having a photo right here with me. Let me try to find his photo. That is him right there. Okay, fine. That is the man right there. So this is it's crazy, man. It's crazy. There has to be some type of law. Look at him. This is not a young person. This is an elderly person with gray beard but behaving like a lunatic. Right? Is this how we're supposed to be? Is this how you're supposed to behave in front of your children? If you, as an elderly person, as a family head, behaving in front of your children like that, imagine how your children will be. They will be hooligans, law breakers. That's what they will be. Right? This is what they will be. Again, the L.E.C power theft, how they call it, crew, they should be accompanied by a Labrador National Police, at least 2 officers, every crew, 2 officers. That's how it's supposed to be. So that when the power theft is spotted somewhere, there is a law enforcement officer that can make a lawful arrest. So that they start endangering their lives. Because trust me, all the arrests they're making every day, people see but there are still thousands and thousands and thousands of people who still stealing current as they speak right now. And they will be sitting down until they can't catch them before they disconnect their wire. Every day they're arresting people for power theft. And they still stealing current. Not too long ago, Jacob Town, there was a woman that was being arrested and she was crying on camera. Please, please. And that scene era news is. You going to beat a man for stealing current. We already know you stealing current. Then you go beat a man on top of it. What kind of barbaric behavior is that? Where do you think you are? What place do you think you are? This is crazy, man. This is very, very crazy. And the national police, the Labrador justice system have to start making an example out of people. The Labrador National Police, the justice system have to start making an example out of people so that this kind of behavior will not keep happening over and over. If we don't do that, it will repeat itself every day. Changes have to be made. Like I said, the L.E.C, power theft crew, wherever they go, there has to be at least 1 or 2, Labrador National Police officers with them. Right? And they should stay away from using discriminatory rhetoric during their conduction of how they call investigating whether there is a power theft going on or not, or their interaction with these people. I'm talking about the suspects, right? The power theft crew should mind the way they talk when they're talking. They shouldn't be using discriminatory rhetoric. I'm not saying there was any discriminatory rhetoric using this particular incident. No, I'm just talking like in previous ones, we have heard a discriminatory rhetoric. This is crazy. Make an example out of people like this so that the next time when something happens, when something like this happens, people know that yes, if I go on the other side, if I use the other side by brutalizing them or fighting them, I'll go to jail for a year. This is complete hooliganism. Seeing no children on the screen, on the camera, trying to block the camera view so that the camera will not see what's happening. They know exactly what happened to the Fuller Woman case. In the Fuller Woman case, that the video that was recorded that they exposed that woman, and that the same thing they're trying to stop from happening. You can't put the phone down. They must put the phone down. That the phone will expose you. They're not putting the phone down. You're supposed to tell your pa or your uncle or whosoever he is to you to stop doing the thing he's doing. That the only way you'll be safe. Instead of you running, going, talking to the man to put the phone down. Put the phone down. This is the real world. People getting used to it. Anytime when you see stupid and going on somewhere, pull your phone outside and record it, because of the evidence there. That they will post stupid people in jail. Phone recording, or else they will lie on you. By the way, if you can see small little children, they're blocking the phone camera. Imagine if they ask them what happened here. You think what you think they will say? They will lie. The parents are teaching them to lie. The parents are teaching them to be criminals. This is shameless. This is shameful. It is embarrassing. It is disgraceful. And the government need to make, I'm saying the justice system needs to start making example of these people that are breaking the law and brutalizing the people that are supposed to be enforcing the law.